Myself, architect Sumeet Patange. So I'm a professor of design. Basically, I'm taking studio named Rhythmic Illusion. Means it is a studio about the geometry which is used in architecture. So, firstly, telling about that studio, it is actually how lines are used in buildings. So, in designing how the lines are used. So, for that, we have used the technique of origami. So the paper folding technique is used in that, and from that origami we have developed different forms which are used in buildings. So not a basic cubic or a circular form. The origami can give you a different shapes of structures. Basically, mostly it is about shell structures. So the shell structure can be uh, it covers the complete the space which is utilized in between. So in that, the activity gives a very different profile to the space. So when you move in that volume, the light and the volume, it creates a different perspective for the experience, perspective and experience for the user. In our studio, we have provided them a folding technique book. So the origami is used in design. So the basic geometry means basic folding of paper. So it also teaches how the geometry derives the paper into form. So there is also material study, how the paper behaves after the geometry is introduced in that paper, and how the folds are created and how the paper takes its shape. Once that paper is folded, the shape which is created in that paper, it doesn't come to the plain form of that same paper. So that they have understand how the material reacts with the geometry. So the approach means first students have identified some structures which are not of usual traditional techniques like cubes or flat roofs. So they have identified such structures of famous architect like Jaha Hadid, and they have identified the lines in the structure, how the lines are utilized and bent in that structure. So after understanding those lines, they have done some case studies. So from the case studies, how those different lines are utilized to cover up the space, the activity space which are in between. So that approach, and from that they have started folding the paper and converting the volume into space, and that space is covering the activity spaces. So that way they have arranged the activity spaces. Basically, they are working on the exhibition center. So I have given them three exhibition centers. So there are three different spaces, three artists are selected. So basically the abstract artists are used. So according to their work, they have designed those activity spaces, and those are arranged in a 150 square meter of space, and those arrangement are now covered up with the origami shells. In architecture, the students are get very mundane and dull with the design process of making a small cubes and same activity spaces. So the composition means this generation at least they required some more drama and more flavors in designing. So geometry, the intense use of geometry is mainly utilized in the studio. So therefore, they are more interested in using very creative spaces, and in education level, actually, they can experiment a lot with the geometry. So very abstract shapes can be derived through that geometry, and the shells can be designed, and therefore they are very much interested in the studio.